sharing the slide or something?
No, no, not it.
Okay, ma'am.
See, this is forward traveling wave and beta must be positive. So if beta positive, n should not be 0. Okay. If you substitute n 0, beta we get as minus 0.0347. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Ma'am, if we put n as 0,
Yes. Whole divided by 2l is there, no. So 2l is 100. After dividing by 100, we get beta as minus 0.0047, which is not correct for beta value. Then you need to substitute n as 1. Substitute n as 1 and tell me the value.
ma'am, we had 3.48 radians plus 6.28 n, right?
Minus 3.48.
Yeah,
Not
minus
plus
3.48 plus
plus
6.28 n. Okay, if we
6.28
put
n.
n as 0, so 3.48 by 100, right? The imaginary
Yes.
part. So that will be 0.034.
Yes.
Ma'am, but you told some 0.04 or something. I'm not sure.
No. Minus 3.48 plus 6.28 n.
Yes, ma'am.
If you substitute n 0, you get negative value.
Yeah, minus
Whether you divide by 100 or not, you get my negative value. So you substitute n as 1.
Yeah.
Then 3.48 plus, sorry, minus 3.48 plus 6.28.
2.8, ma'am.
2.8.
We should apply ln now, ma'am.
Right. 2.8 is it. Here you should not apply log. Log is only for the magnitude part.
Now what should we do, ma'am?
Then imaginary part, you have to actually convert angle into radians and add 2n pi. 2n pi, that is sufficient.
Okay, ma'am. And we should keep J now, ma'am.
Yeah, J. So what is real part value? After dividing by 100,
0.009.
0.00916, and
And
after substituting n value 1, imaginary part is J 0.028. Yes, somebody asked. Somebody called me. So propagation constant equal to 0.00916 plus J 0.088. Right? So alpha value is 0.00916 Newton per kilometer. Beta value is 0.028 radian per kilometer. Got it?
Ma'am, what was the unit of alpha?
Alpha is knee per unit length. In this problem, all are given per kilometer. Okay, length of the line is 50 kilometer.
Yeah.
So we have to take the unit length as kilometer. So knee per kilometer.
Meter per kilometer.
Knee per, NEPER.
Oh, what is that?
This we already discussed, and I asked you question also. Attenuation is measured in knee per unit length or dB per unit length.
Okay.
See, every day you take notes and go through the notes. So have you got alpha plus j beta value?
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
this problem is very important for transmission lines. You people should understand how to solve it. Okay. Now you need to find out R, L, C, G values. So initially they have given open circuited impedance, short circuited impedance, frequency, length of a line. So from these we found characteristic impedance, propagation constant equal to alpha plus j beta. Okay. So secondary constants such as characteristic impedance and propagation constant we found. So if we know these two values, we will be able to find primary constant R, L, C, G. So how will we derivate R plus j omega L? What is the relation between secondary constant and R plus j omega L? R plus j omega L is series impedance. Yes. So series impedance is equal to, is it the multiplication between the primary constants or some ratio?
Multiplication, ma'am.
Multiplication. So you can equate Z equal to R plus j omega L equal to propagation constant multiplied with characteristic impedance. So you have propagation constant value in rectangular form and characteristic impedance in which form? Polar form. So for multiplication, which is easier, we need the units in polar. Then only you can multiply the magnitude parts and add the angle parts. Okay. So you convert the propagation constant which is in rectangular to polar and tell me the answer. So how will you convert rectangle to polar? One of you unmute and tell me. See, after entering attendance, leaving the class is not correct.
Ma'am, series
Yes.
impedance is square of characteristic
Yes.
impedance and gamma, right? Sorry, mu.
Square of
Yeah, mu is root of z by y, right?
mu is correct. Mu is
Root of
is
z by y.
root zy, correct.
And characteristic impedance is root z y.
That is also correct. Now I
So
am
like,
asking the other relation. See, We want to find Z using
Yeah.
propagation constant and characteristic impedance.
Yeah, so we'll multiply
Ah.
these two equations.
Yes.
And there is a root on the
Root
RHS.
will cancel, no.
How, ma'am? Root Z by Y into root ZY. Root Y will get cancelled.
Root Z into root Z.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay. See, now you convert rectangular form of this propagation constant to polar form. Tell me the answer, or you can type the answer. So we got propagation constant as 0.00916 plus J 0.028. Oh, 698. What is that? So are you converting the Z naught value? But right now we can use Z naught as polar form itself.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. We are going to do multiplication. So you keep the polar form Z naught as it is. Only convert the propagation constant, which is in rectangular form, to polar. Somebody has given this is how 1.6 degrees. Are you getting 1.6 degrees?
Ma'am, it's not 1.6, ma'am. It's 71.88, ma'am.
Correct. 71.8 degrees. 71.8 degrees. $71.8 degrees. Correct. Harshni got the answer. Then Hussain, Winston. And don't approximate too much. Okay, 3 people got it. Winston, how you got it?
Ma'am, I just put in the calculator.
So
You want this? Okay.
No, you used a rectangular to polar. That function is there in the calculator. Or you using a cos and sine.
I know to do that, but then I used calculator from internet.
Okay. Anyone, if you know, that is fine. 74 means you would have used the most approximate values. Okay, Pavitra.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
It is good to have 4 or 5 decimal point. Well, now you got the propagation constant value in polar form. Already we have characteristic impedance in polar form. So multiply both. So if you multiply both, what will you get? That multiplication will be equal to series impedance Z. Z is R plus J omega N. Okay. So if you multiply, you will be getting the answer in polar form. That answer you tell me. So those who are not giving answer will be put absent in today's class. So what is propagation constant into characteristic impedance? 20.8. 60.68 degrees, correct. Yeah, this is correct. Vamsi also got the same. Okay. See, you got the Z value. Z is 21 angle 60.6 degrees. This is equal to R plus J omega L. Then what you have to do to get R and L value? R,
Rectangular form.
yes. Again, you need to convert this polar into rectangular form. So you convert this value into rectangular form and give your answer. See, next week onwards, I am going to handle class using Cisco app. So that will tell me at what time you joined and what time you left. Okay, now convert this polar into rectangular and give your answer. So from the beginning, if you have approximated, then your answer will slightly deviate from the actual. Okay, Vamsi has given both the answers, R and L value. Okay, so when you convert the polar into rectangular, you will be equating real part to R and imaginary part to which value?
Omega L.
Omega L. Then omega is 2 pi f. F is given in the problem as 796. Okay. So you need for imaginary part while equating j omega, that is omega L to the imaginary value. For getting L, you need to divide the value by omega. Harshini also answer also correct. See, I got answer only from 4. Sanjay, what is your doubt? Up to which answer you got?
I was in the starting only. I'm getting stuck, ma'am.
Starting means where?
So
Log.
after writing the tan h new URL value, I'm unable to understand what to do later.
Okay. Today you did not start with the 2 neural equation.
No, ma'am. I'm trying to understand, but unable to understand that.
Okay. The procedure is that tan h neural you expand in terms of e power theta. Okay, e theta you need to expand, and you are equating with the imaginary part on the right hand side. So after that you have to apply the principle of componendo dividendo. Then the equation will be simplified to e power term. So to remove the e, we need to take natural log on both sides. Okay, while taking natural logarithm, you need to take natural log only for the magnitude part. Okay, so at the time you should have the quantity values in polar. So for magnitude you need to take logarithm, and for angle you need to convert into radians and add with 2n pi. If n value 0 is giving beta negative, go to n value 2, sorry, n value 1. If that also giving beta negative, then take ns2 and so on. Okay, so whichever is the minimum n value giving positive beta, there you stop. Okay, this problem I'll send you the PDF, every one of you go through. Okay, Sanjay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now you find good. Vamsi got G and C value. I'll check it out. It is also like approximation only he got, but fine. G equal to 51.
I'm small doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Basically, we used one expression to get the value of tan h URL, right? Can we also use another expression and do it in way of cot, ma'am?
That is up to you. If you take in an inverse, you will be getting caught. No.
Yes, ma'am.
There are ample ways. See, G is around 51 micromole per kilometer. C is 0.00822 microfarad per kilometer. See, whenever you are giving the value, okay, you need to include the unit. If it is R, include the unit ohm per unit length. In problem, the unit length mentioned as meter, use meter. If it is mile, use mile. Okay. So whichever is given, that you need to include. So R is ohm per unit length, L is Henry per unit length, and G is mho per unit length, C is farad per unit length. And when you are giving answer for L, G, C, that time you can convert, you can write in terms of milli, micro, nano. Okay, that convention will be better. So if so, instead of writing L as 0.0036, we can write that as 3.6 millihenry per kilometer. Even similarly, this microfarad, that capacitance can also be capacitor can also be written as 8.22 nanofarad per kilometer. Pavitra, it is okay now, but hereafter, all of you, while solving the problem, you have 3 or 4 decimal points. You use 3 or 4 decimal points. Then your answers will not deviate much. See, whoever is not giving answer in chat will be marked absent today. See, you should not use both. When you use nano, what is the meaning of nano? 10 power minus 9.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Isn't
I
it?
have.
Okay. Similarly, when you use micro, you have to remove 10 power minus 6.
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am. I should have asked this long ago.
Ask me.
Why is propagation constant and impedance and all imaginary, like complex?
This actually this here R, L, C, G are all present, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
R is present resistance. But whenever L and C are present, that effect, inductance effect, capacitance effect will be reactive. Okay. That reactive we denote using J, imaginary only.
Oh, so it is present, but mathematically it's imaginary.
Reactive components is denoted using imaginary.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
And for characteristic impedance, you need to use the unit ohm per unit length, propagation constant per unit length, alpha Nipper per unit length, and beta radiant per unit length. Okay. Now you take another problem. Just a second. A generator of 1 volt 1000 hertz supplies power to 1000 km long open wire line terminated in Z0 and having following parameters: R 10.4 ohm, L 0.0037 Henry, G 0.8 micro ohms, C 0.003835 microfarad. So for this, calculate characteristic impedance propagation constant. Okay, phase velocity part we will see tomorrow. Note down the values. See, in the previous problem, we started from open circuited and short circuited impedances. We obtained propagation constant, characteristic impedance. Then we found RLCG. Now only a part of the problem in the reverse. Here RLCG are given. You need to find Z0 and propagation constant. See, the error depends on your accuracy, number of decimal points you are using in your calculator. Okay, so that you need to have control. See, in your calculator, you can set number of decimal point also. Some fixed option will be there. If you use that, you can fix the decimal point to 4 digit or 5 digit. That is possible. You need not to go to scientific. If your answer deviates much from the actual value, the mark will be reduced accordingly. So now you people understood how to solve the complete problem. Okay. Now you fix your calculator for 4 decimal point. Then again you work out. Then see your answer. Whether it is coming nearer to the actual or is it deviating much. Okay, you need to put some effort. Okay, have you noted the problem? Yes, by this time you should have noted. Now Can anyone tell the procedure? So how will you find what are the relations you need to use? Durga? Roll number 63. Adriti Sada. Is there? Oh,
Ma'am, 64 is Adrita.
okay. 64. Is Adriti there in the meeting?
No, ma'am.
Then whether she is joining or not regularly.
No, ma'am, she's not regular, but sometimes she joins, ma'am.
Okay. But again, I am telling, if you are not attending classes, you will not be allowed for semester examination. Yeah, one of you tell me the procedure.
Ma'am, first we'll find series impedance in rectangular form. Ma'am.
Okay.
We convert it to
R,
polar form.
R equal to, sorry, Z equal to R plus J omega L. Okay. That you convert into polar. Fine. Next.
Next, we'll go for shunt admittance and we'll convert it to polar.
Yes. Okay. Shunt admittance Y equal to G plus J omega C and omega is 2 pi F. F given in this problem is 1000. Okay. And what is the relation between Z naught, Zy? Someone else? 46 answered. Someone else can answer.
Ma'am, Z0 is equal to root Z by Y.
Correct. So here it is division. So you need to have the units in polar. So you already would have converted the values in polar form. So magnitude part you need to divide and take square root. For angle part, numerator angle minus denominator angle whole divided by 2.
Ma'am,
Okay.
multiplication now, ma'am, for characteristic impedance.
No. Characteristic impedance is root of Z by Y.
Oh.
And propagation constant is root ZY.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the propagation constant, someone tell me the relation. Whether roll number 32 is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Can you repeat the question, ma'am?
What is the formula for propagation constant in relation with Z and Y?
Root over Z by Y.
Root
Root over Z by Y.
ZY. Root ZY equal to propagation constant. You have answers in polar form, so you need to multiply magnitude part, multiply and take square root. For angle part, you add the angles and
Divide by 2.
no, divide by 2. This is square root only, so for angle divide by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all of you work out this problem and give the answer. Take photocopy of it. So tomorrow's class, you need to present the problem answer, problem solution. So randomly I will call you. You need to show using the presentation mode. Okay. Thank you, students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.